Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've seen this face before, and welcome to 2019. I just want to talk to you guys about like my 2018 and what I'm planning to do for 2019 because New Year's resolution is a thing, guys. I feel like I'm really loud, but I've been drinking all evening and I'm a bit tipsy. Not the best idea to make this video, but I am 20 years old. I'm trying to target people who are my age or around my age. So if you have a problem with that, too bad. It's my life. I get to do what I want, and I want 2019 to be the year I live my own life, where I'm dictated by myself. And like, okay, yes, like I still understand I'm a university student. I'm not supposed to be doing anything illegal. I'm not supposed to be doing anything bad. I'm not supposed to be doing anything because I'm a woman in this society. But who cares? I just want to be me. But going back, let's review 2018. 2018, what a mess. What a mess in so many ways. I can look back and, well, to be fair, I'm ending 2018 on a mess. I broke a glass. Oh, I didn't break a glass, I broke a candle holder that my parents and I bought in Portugal a couple years back. Sorry, my friends are laughing because they're playing Uno and I have no clue what's going on. I'm planning to join them later. I'm rambling, aren't I? I feel like there's been so many lows but so many highs in 2018 that I can't think of them all. So what happened in 2018? So the first months of 2018 were the toughest months I've had ever in my life, as I was living alone for the first time. It wasn't the first time, like I was already living alone for a couple of months. My mental health just decided to jump out of a plane and just like skydive, plummet, and like crash, which made every other aspect of my life suck. I wasn't doing well at all. I think the one thing that kept me looking up was Quidditch, and I have to thank Manchester University's Quidditch Club for that, because they are some of the kindest people in the world, and they really made me look forward to something and not completely isolate myself, which I would have if I didn't find such an amazing group. As much as I am part of the Keel Squirrels now, there is a part of me that will always be like a Minotaur or a Manticore, whatever team I was to be playing on, because no clue where I would have been if I had stayed in Manchester, but I can't think about that now. I'm not supposed to rub my eyeshadow on. Then the next thing I can think of is Cottonopolis. It's Quidditch things, like, because I feel like the first half of my year, Quidditch was one of those positive things in my life. Cottonopolis is the tournament Manchester hosts every year around January, February time. I think, no, around February time. I was playing for the Minotaurs. So Minotaurs were supposed to be the less competitive bunch, but since I did do 12 years of competitive swimming, I've got this competitive side to me that comes out whenever I'm doing anything like in a team or against people. Like even just playing Uno, I end up crying when Uno gets too frustrating. Yeah, funny story. I was playing on the Minotaurs. I was being very loud on and off pitch. I was yelling from the sub box. I was yelling on pitch. Had my first ever official stitch catch in a tournament in a game for a team. Ironically enough, against the Manticores. The Minotaurs did end up losing that game 100 to 30 star, but like the way everyone celebrated it just showed how tight-knit the group was. And as like a club, that's like something, that's not something you buy, that's not something you get by meshing players together, that's something you grow organically, and that's something that you work on, and I want that so badly. I just want it back, but I don't know how to have it back. I can't have it back. I was in such a slump that Quidditch was like the only like like the sunshine in like a really cloudy. I should start keeping a diary so I can do these things at the end of the year. So April, there was BQC. I was placed on the mentor course because I couldn't play for the minor tours given the time. So BQC is the British Quidditch Cup for like the top 32 teams in the nation in the UK. It's changed now to a more complicated structure, but whatever. I was placed on the mentor course to play my first tournament with the mentor course outside of no, my first tournament with mentor course. I don't know what I'm trying to explain outside of whatever. There was so many moments that I'm not going to forget, like the bus ride over to Oxford, the fact that we're giving like a really big bus compared to like the minivan that we ended up being in. The minibus, not minivan, minibus. I still have footage from BQC. I don't know if I want to release it as sort of like Quidditch, like B-roll or whatever, or like a montage. I'll see what I do with it. And if people from Manchester want it, since congrats to mentor course from getting into BQC again. But if people from the mentor course want it, just contact me. I'm not dead. I keel now. So yeah, so we played against Holyrood first, so Edinburgh's first team. That was such a tight game, and like even though we lost it, I feel like people knew from that moment on that we weren't a team to be messed with. Is that a thing that you can say? Is that a thing that people say? I don't know. I don't care anymore. It's a new year, I don't care! So then we played the Durham game. First snitch catch with the mentor course, and last snitch catch with the mentor course, I think. I don't think I caught, nope, did catch after that, but not with the mentor course, with mac and cheese. That was a really proud moment. There's a couple of photos that I have which are like dear to me that I have saved on my laptop, and that like are still being used by QUK. I don't play for Manchester anymore. It's a bit awkward every time I see it, and I don't have long hair, so but I'm not entirely recognizable in those pictures, so that's okay. I know it's me. Manchester people know it's me. A couple people know it's me. So moving on to, there was Chips and Gravy. I feel it's just been like a Quidditch review of the year. That again, Quidditch was like my saving grace in the first half of the year. It was a really fun tournament. Ended up with a couple good snitch catches, especially in the double Quidditch game. That was fun. June there was Costume Cup. We went as the Empire Strikes Mank, so like Star Wars themed. It was fun dressing up, like creating the DIY costumes with other Quidditch, other Manchester people who were going to tournaments. There's so much nostalgia in looking back in the first half of the year because I met so many amazing people in Manchester and I really missed them. Then I had summer break until beginning of September. They were very stressful months. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a couple panic attacks along the way, a couple anxiety attacks along the way, and it all led up to me making a decision in September to leave Manchester for several reasons. Like, I'm still not comfortable revealing what they are, but for many reasons I left Manchester. I called up a lot of universities. Note that this was like the second week of September. Clearing was closed in a lot of universities. I'm studying neuroscience, still wanted to do neuroscience in September. And so I called up like 5 universities that still had spotting clearing and went, hi, yeah, I know my circumstances are a bit weird, but I need a spot for uni. I was so lucky that Kiel still had a spot for me. So my dad helped me move out of Manchester because I had found a home with friends. Found a phone with friends. No, so I had found a home and signed a contract with friends to live in Manchester. But since I had made that decision alone and so late, I was no longer to be in Manchester. So my dad helped me move out of Manchester, moved me into Kiel. Luckily I found a room on campus, which was a miracle because it was really weird. So like You go through the application process once. You have 3 days to make a decision, and at the end of 3 days, if you reject your offer, you no longer are in the hands of the university people. So you have to go through, so you have to find a new place, like a place on your own in like Newcastle and Stoke. I got really lucky, it was really weird. So like I forgot to reject the offer. Like I just didn't think of it, and I went, the day after I realized that the offer was expired, I went, oh, I forgot to reject the offer. 2 days later, I'm visiting a place in Stoke that I really liked to potentially move in. And I get an offer from the university going, hey, we've got a room for you. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll take it. It's a room that, so like I moved in, said my final goodbyes to Manchester, not final, well, my final goodbyes as a Manticore / Minotaur to Manchester. And then started my life in Kiel. Kiel's such a great university, so underrated. I met all my flatmates. The 6 of us are really close. They're like the sisters I always wanted and never had. I don't know if my uni life would have been this pleasurable if I had been placed in a flat where I wasn't with people I liked. They're so like kind and like they're always looking out for you. We're always looking out for each other. We have crazy Uno games. Like I'm sort of melding the last month since September to December now in like one thing, because there's just so much to talk about that I just want to like go over it in general. So it's like it's such a tight-knit, we're such a tight-knit like flat. I couldn't have asked for any better flatmates. I also joined the Kiel Squirrels, which is Kiel's Quidditch team. Since it's a lot smaller team, it doesn't have the same atmosphere that Manchester had, but that's something that can be worked on. I also started doing drama again. The Drama Society people are amazing and all that. Did my first show. I was doing 2 roles, 2 really depressing roles. I was a suicidal teenage girl who saw her dead sister, and I was also a mid-30s dead person who had committed suicide over grief and guilt of the past. Yeah, not like the most happy roles, but like it just felt good to like kickstart like drama again, and I can't wait to keep doing that in 2019. Going back to Quidditch, honestly I'm happy that I'm doing the sport I love. I was never one for team sports, but I'll do like a whole another video about why I love Quidditch and all that. And I'm happy to find a team that I can find space to grow in. I know like it sounds hypocritical of me because Manchester did kickstart my love for like the sport, but I feel like with a team that's so small, there's space for me to really grow and improve as an athlete. I love to call myself an athlete. In Manchester, I'm not sure if I would have been given that space to like grow as much as I'm growing with Kiel. Also, shout out to Loughborough, if any of you are watching this. Thank you for letting me join your squad for Northern. I'm sorry for transferring out. Haven't yet. You are lovely, amazing people, and you've made me enjoy doing tournaments again and like understand what like true team cohesion is. Manchester made me understand one version of it, and it made me understand another, and I can't wait to see what Kiel does. Sorry, I'm dying very slowly, I'm still sick. That's my 2018 over. Cheers to 2019. Hope it's a good one. My goals for 2019. Get better at Quidditch. Surprisingly, I still want to be like a really good Quidditch player. And if I do that, like, it sort of links with my other goals to like be healthier and be fitter. And like gain more muscle and all that, and like be an athlete basically. So like I want to get better at Quidditch because it's really a sport I love, and I want to be taken seriously because I'm still having to explain to people, yes, it's a sport that exists. It's not a nerd sport, as my brother likes to call it. It's not like some Harry Potter fanatics running around pretending to fly. It's like a legit full contact sport that's all gender, all inclusive, and all fun. I also want to become a lot fitter. I've got a Fitbit now, if you can see. I'm doing terribly at the moment, so I want to start doing my 10,000 steps a day. I've been doing maybe 5,000 a day. It's just, I've been a bit busy, I've been very sick. And like, I had Christmas with my grandparents, I had New Year's now, I have 12 more days in Spain. And then I'm back at Kiel to do exams. So like, I'm still going to try and like get closer to the 10,000 steps, but also I want to like pick up running seriously again, start doing more like home workouts, because like I started doing them and I stopped and I started and I stopped and I started and I stopped. I want to be more consistent with like everything I do. I also want to eat a lot healthier, because I am eating healthy food, I'm just not eating a balanced diet. So like, for example, I'm eating a lot of vegetables, or I'm eating a lot of protein, but I'm not like compensating with like carbs or like vegetables and certain things when I need to like balance it all out. Or like, I have very high in fat meals, but like don't compensate it with like enough exercise. Like I just want to live a healthier, more balanced life, which will help me get fitter, which will help me gain muscle eventually, because like I'm just a flabby person in general. Even though I have started losing weight, I'm still like a couple kilos shy of my weight goal. So I'm gonna also for 2019 try and hit that weight goal, maybe dip below it, because I can still lose weight. Like, I'm not just skin and bones, I've actually got a bit of fat on me that I can burn. So I'm hoping to lose at least another 3 to 5 kilos. And I hope to gain a lot more muscle and lose all the fat that I have on my body. So that's like the health goals. Academically, I want to do a lot better. I want to be someone who can go into any exam and be confident about like what I know. I want to be someone who like know the lecture like by heart, because my memory sucks at the moment. I want to be someone who like can help others out like with subject materials, because I've been organizing study groups, but what's the point of organizing study groups if someone asks a question, we all have to dig through a textbook to find the answer. Another thing I want to do better in 2019 is be more consistent on YouTube. I've been a mess. Let me explain to you why. So I did this whole like life update video, I'm back for good now. Said I have a schedule up until April, I think that's what I said. Then disappeared. Posted a video about like 3 days late, because I was sick and I was doing drama stuff, and then didn't post until now. Explanation for that, an excuse. I've been really sick. I've been traveling a lot. I was supposed to do a car trip video, but my body decided that I was going to sleep before, like I'm going to sleep in both car rides from Barcelona to Paris and from Paris to Barcelona. I don't have any footage apart from a 3-minute clip of me trying to do an intro, but my parents debating about which way which way was the fastest way to get on the highway. So yeah, that's unusable footage. It's funny because my brother at one point starts like screaming because my dad started backing up the car into another car. It was a bit of a mess. In other ways, I want to be a lot more positive on my social medias. At the moment, I'm being very toxic and very negative on my Twitter and my Instagram. Link in the description, by the way. Check that out. It's Carla Simon Says, just like the channel name. I mean, it's been lighter, but I used to be very negative and toxic. I want to be posting more on Instagram. I'm using Twitter almost daily at this point, so if you want to catch up with me, like, that's the best way you can do that. Yeah, YouTube. I want to produce better content, more regular content, and a lot of people are like, oh, find a niche and then do what you like in that niche, and I'm like, my niche is Quidditch. That's my only niche I can think of, and being a university student. But I want to do things I love. I'm doing this as a hobby. I know this sounds very like ratty of me, but where am I going to go with 31 subscribers? I can't monetize my channel, so I'm not doing this for monetary gain at this point. I'm not doing it for like brand deals or anything. I'm just doing it for fun at this point. I just want to do something that I can use as creative outlets, even though my creative outlet is just talking to you guys. I want to be like something that people can go to and feel good about. No, I don't want to be that. I want my videos to be that. I want my videos to be like feel good, like conversation type of thing. So yeah, that's what I want to do in 2019. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, or that dislike button. I don't know. Write down your resolutions for the year, what else you think I should do, or try and aim for this year. Could be for YouTube, could be for Quidditch, could be for personal reasons, personal gains, I guess. That's what you're calling them. Your is me. Write down in the comments if you thought this video was good. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't before. Hit that notification bell so that you're updated when I post my next video, which hopefully will be on Saturday. I'll see you all later. Bye!